Hi, my name is Kelly and I'm an agricultural educator here at Green Acres. Join me today as we walk around and look for some bees in our gardens. You may already know that bees are extremely important to the different things that we grow here. Did you know that there's over 500 different kinds of bees just in Ohio? So let's take a look at some of the habitats that we have here for our bees and how we can help improve them on our farm. So let's go. So we're here at an example of one of our honeybee hives. We have honeybees here to help provide more pollinators for our garden. So this hive is not in use because if it was, we'd have to have a little bit more equipment to get this close to the hive, like a suit and gloves and a bee smoker. So we're going to take a look inside and see how hard our honeybees have to work. So I can already see where they've been working. There's a lot of this dark, tan, kind of sticky substance around the outside. That's called propolis. And propolis is the sticky material that our honeybees make to seal up their hives to protect from other insects like wasps, maybe other bees, and even the cold in the wintertime. So what they're really trying to protect is what's inside of these frames. So I'm going to pull one out. And once again, this one isn't in use right now, so I'm seeing just some empty, really pretty honeybee comb that they've made. So they've made all of these individual little cells out of beeswax. And in these cells, they can lay eggs, they can store nectar, pollen, and that wonderful honey that they make for their winter stores. When they lay their eggs will stay in here until they hatch as bee adults. So they work together in this hive to store up nectar and pollen from our gardens as they're pollinating and create honey for the winter. So our honeybees work together as a family to protect their honey stores. So we bring these honeybees to our garden to help pollinate and help grow our different vegetables that we have here. So since we bring these bees here, we provide them a good home to live in, but there is another type of bees that live in Ohio, and we call those native bees, that we also utilize in our garden. So let's take a look at their habitat and what we provide them. So this is another type of bee habitat, and this looks really different than the honeybee hive that we just saw. This is for a group of bees that we refer to as native bees. So we've placed this bee home in our gardens so that we can attract these native bees to help out with pollination. But it also provides them a safe and dry place to make their nest. So this is a great example of how we have helped the bees while also helping our garden. So our native bees are a little different. They don't work together to build a hive like the honeybees. They have individual nests. So they find a hollow space, just like one of these reeds inside of our home, and they will lay their eggs and then fill the outside of the reed with either grass or mud to protect it until these bees hatch next springtime when it warms up. So our reeds that are filled with different materials like the mud and the grass that are sticking out of the end, that shows me that those are all different types of native bees that have come to help out in our garden. So we've seen a couple of really cool habitats that we've made for our bees here on our farm. So now it's your turn to go see how you can make your home a little bit more bee friendly. And I can't wait to see you next time here at Green Acres.